Portugal is one of Europe's most visited countries due to its idyllic climate, affordable travel costs and exceptional attractions. The richness of Portugal's heyday, when it used to rule a huge empire from Brazil to Macau in China, is something you can definitely see in its architecture. Today's video is about wonders of Portugal. Before we get started, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest content. Viana do Castelo. Set in a scenic spot at the mouth of the Lima River, Viana do Castelo lies in the north of Portugal, right next to the Atlantic Ocean. The small city boasts interesting and impressive historical and cultural landmarks and is a popular stop along the Portuguese Way. As it has long been an important pilgrimage site, numerous centuries-old churches and a gorgeous Gothic-style cathedral can be found dotted around town. Its well-preserved medieval centre is also home to fine palaces and manor houses, as well as a couple of small museums. Aveiro. Hugging the country's Atlantic coast in central Portugal, Aveiro is a bustling city often called the Venice of Portugal, due to its picturesque setting of scenic canals connected by charming bridges, and dotted with colourful gondolas and speedboats. Historic sites, gorgeous beaches and tasty cuisine also make Aveiro an attractive travel destination. The most enjoyable way to experience Aveiro is by walking, but tour boats and a free-use bicycle system are also available for getting around. Aveiro's many sightseeing gems include the Aveiro Cathedral, the São Gonçalves Chapel and the Convento de Jesus. These all offer lovely architecture and artworks. Évora. Évora may be a small town in the Alentejo Plains region of southern Portugal, but it packs huge tourist appeal. With a history dating back more than 2,000 years, Évora was once a flourishing city under Roman rule. Today, Évora is the capital of the Alentejo region, regarded for its well-preserved old town, which shelters more than 4,000 historic structures including the old Roman walls and temples. All of Évora's main attractions lie within close distance of one another, making the city easy to explore by foot. A really enjoyable way to sightsee Évora is by a horse carriage ride, which can be found near the 13th century Cathedral of Évora, one of Portugal's most important Gothic structures. Óbidos. Located on a hilltop in the Centro region of western Portugal, Óbidos is encircled by an old fortified wall. In the 8th century the Moors established a fortification on top of the hill. It was taken from the Moors by the first king of Portugal, Afonso Henriques, in 1148 and modified in the 14th century. Besides the wall, the magnificent medieval castle and historic centre of Óbidos make up the city's main attraction and can easily be walked. A labyrinth of narrow, cobbled streets leads visitors along busy squares, inviting cafes, quaint shops, markets selling local handicrafts, and whitewashed houses spruced with colourful flowers. Porto, world famous for its production of fine port wine, the busy city of Porto sprawls along the hills overlooking the Douro River in northern Portugal, prized for both its natural and architectural beauty. Well connected to other major cities in Portugal, Porto provides a good public transport system of buses, metro and cable railway. At the heart of Porto is the charming pedestrian zone, the Ribeira, an atmospheric place on the river, buzzing in live music, cafes, restaurants and street vendors. Dominating this popular tourist setting is the Ponte Dom Luís, a metal, double-deck arch bridge that links Porto to Vila Nova de Gaia, well known for its port wine cellars. Madeira, sporting the nickname, Floating Garden of the Atlantic, Madeira Island is a fertile oasis in the Atlantic Ocean between Portugal and North Africa, popular for its lush green landscapes, flower gardens, wines and annual New Year celebrations, which feature one of the world's largest displays of fireworks. One of Europe's most beautiful travel destinations, Madeira Island is the largest island of the Madeira archipelago, an autonomous region of Portugal. The island's natural beauty, year-round mild climate and virtually crime-free status attract tourists from all over the world. While Madeira can be reached by plane, cruise ship and ferry, tourists can easily get around the island by bus and rental cars. Sintra. Nestled in the foothills of the Sintra Mountains on the Lisbon coast, just a day trip away from Portugal's capital city, Sintra presents a spectacular setting of verdant hills, sprinkled with pretty villas, royal retreats, palaces and castles dating as far back as the 8th century. Prized by the Romans, Moors and Portuguese royalty, Sintra's beauty even enchanted the famous poet, Lord Byron, to write of it in a personal letter, describing it as the most beautiful village in the world. Sintra's hills make walking an effort, but the rewards are worth it. For those who don't wish to walk, there are buses that stop near all of the city's attractions, such as Peña's Palace, a fantastical castle reminiscent of Germany's Neuschwanstein. Algarve, sunny Mediterranean climate, gorgeous beaches, picturesque towns, flower-clad hills, historic sites, fabulous cuisine and affordable costs are just some of the reasons that make the Algarve one of Portugal's most popular tourist destinations. Located in the country's southernmost region, the Algarve offers a feast for the eyes. From tranquil landscapes of olive groves, traditional whitewashed villages and lovely villas to the wild, windswept coast with its dramatic cliffs dotted with summer resorts. The Algarve is occupied by bustling cities and quaint towns alike, offering delights of cobbled streets, historic architecture and beautiful old churches. Faro is the region's capital, and Lagos is the area's hotspot for nightlife. Looped by orange groves, Silvers is best known for its red sandstone castle, while Tavira is an elegant town packed with Renaissance monuments, bridges and castles. Lisbon, stretching along the banks of the Tagus River near the Atlantic Ocean, Portugal's capital and largest city, winds upward among 7 steep hills, forming an enchanting destination of warm weather, alluring alleys, quaint shops, Gothic cathedrals, impressive bridges and colorful neighborhoods, reverberating in traditional Fado music. One of the world's oldest cities, Lisbon's biggest appeal lies in its diverse neighborhoods, or bairros. Among the most popular of these districts is Belém. Favored for its royal palaces, gardens and historic monuments and landmarks such as the Jerónimos Monastery, one of Portugal's most visited sites. The city's oldest district is Alfama, an old Moorish quarter, distinct for its maze of cobblestone streets, rustic architecture, St. George's Castle and Fado restaurants and bars. Fado is the cultural hub with museums, theaters and concert halls, featuring glass and steel buildings, commercial establishments and casinos. Parque das Nações is the most modern district, while Bairro Alto is the entertainment zone, buzzing with numerous bars, discos and nightclubs. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below.